17 is here. Can you see her? She's there. Okay. Hello. I'm here to do a channeled reading for the equinox. It is the equinox today. Okay. So, yeah, it's still interesting energies. I'm still feeling the energies quite intensely. I feel kind of like almost like a little bit paralyzed in this energy because there is so much intensity to it. Maybe you're feeling that, let me know. But it's also just sort of sitting and processing. And this processing will be going on and happening within you. You know, it's not something where you have to kind of like sit and force yourself to do anything or sit specifically make anything happen, take any action to make anything happen. This is about like softening into what the present moment is asking for you, of you, right? And sometimes it's going to look different for everyone. A lot of us, it's going to look like rest though, unwinding. I'm really being drawn now by my guides to bodies unwinding, yeah, because the equinox today and the eclipse yesterday, they're feeding into each other to create an intensity that is on a whole new level for us. So please don't be harsh on yourself if you're really just lacking clarity right now, if you're lacking energy right now, if you're just really unsure right now, because there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of vast different energies, chaotic and calm, that are present in, you know, the world as a whole right now. So we just have to kind of do our best. The extra sensitive souls will be feeling it the most, obviously. Yeah. Now, I'm going to dive into the message today, and to be honest, my nails are feeding into this message. If anyone watches Lady of the Forest, if anyone watches her channeled messages, it's really interesting because she posted one from her angels saying that this was a little while ago, but leading up to the equinox and the eclipse, that yeah, there's like a big gift that's coming in. There's a big kind of offering to the lightworker community, which is going to kind of like propel or further them in a new direction, or in more solidly into a direction. And a couple of signs of that are regaining strength in the body, or regaining strength in some part of the body. And another sign of it was a change to your fingernails. And it's so interesting because as I saw that message, I had made a decision around that time to no longer get my nails done. I want to return to healthy nails, and I want to return to natural nails, mainly is the thing, not healthy, because I'm actually noticing, yeah, that's part of the message. So my nails are a perfect example of what's going on for us right now. And I know this is strange. I'm just following my guides here, right? And that's what we're all guided to do, is just to follow our guides, follow our gut, right? Follow our guts. So as you can see, some have completely come off, some are breaking. I was picking at some last night because I'm just frustrated with them being on, but I also don't want to spend money on getting another session on them, so I'm just waiting for them to get brittle so I can take them off myself and then treat my nails and whatnot. So yeah, they look like this, and I was almost going to tend to my nails before doing this message, but Spirit wanted to use it in this reading, this channeled message. So what's happening right now is there's a purge or a releasing, a falling of some kind of mask. And the mask might be in these ways of being. It might be in how we're showing up. It might be how we think we need to show up, or how our mind feels comfortable in showing up. But it's literally falling away and crumbling beneath us. I'm seeing the Tower card because we are sort of receiving a higher divine wisdom, a higher divine truth, and we can't unsee it, and we just have to kind of follow it, feel it, let it crumble. And then what we're actually finding that crumbles, when it crumbles away, we're finding that there is strength underneath. We're finding a new sense of health. We're finding that things actually in some kind of way aren't as bad as we thought they were. They're actually better than we thought. And we're realizing that we don't need this level of mask anymore. We don't need this process that we have felt quite attached to. And maybe it's, you know, any kind of process that's made you feel externally but beautiful, because we are talking about Libra energy right now. And Libra is ruled by Venus, which is on the tree of life. Venus rules the beautiful sector on the tree of life. So there's something to do with beauty coming in here, more of a natural beauty, more of an authentic beauty that aligns with our sovereignty and inner child, actually, as well. So, yeah, funny start to the message, but let's start getting some oracle cards for the message that wants to come through from Spirit for today's equinox. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Oh, a new start is coming. And if anyone watched my live yesterday from for the eclipse, this was there as well. Very interesting. So yes, a new start is coming. It's a powerful new start, okay? It's a powerful new start. It's going to kind of like invite you out of some kind of feeling of stagnancy that you've been in. Look, conclusions are within reach. Endings and beginnings, right? Endings and beginnings. Conclusions. So from a new, yeah, it's definitely giving like rebirth energy, right? I'm seeing the death card. We've got a time to give, yeah, a time to give. New moon in Virgo. Well, Virgo energy is very present at this time as well. Okay, Virgo is where a lot of these shifts and changes are happening. Oh, this came out before and this came out yesterday. I'm not going to take it, but this is the sovereign energy. This came out yesterday with surrender to the divine. So yes, all the energies are feeding into one another. This is balanced spirituality with practicality. And what this is telling me is we're coming into greater balance, okay? This new start that is happening is part of greater balance, better balance, a more cohesion between our spiritual nature and our physical nature in the ways that we show up physically, yeah? So there are going to be things that are closing out, and maybe right now it's sort of like all you can really do is sit and observe them, which is sometimes the most uncomfortable thing to do. Okay, let's get some more themes for today's channeled message. What am I feeling? Forgiveness. 96, yo. 96 is a number of faded beginnings and endings. And I feel like as well with things, something like a practice that I find is very helpful is if you have like, in this space of processing that you're in, if you have like past memories that come up that make you feel uncomfortable, they're literally re-popping up for your attention, for your love, for your forgiveness. And an easy way to acknowledge them without sort of diving into them is to say, I release it with love. I release it with love. I release it with love. That's the practice that I've been doing, because I have noticed that a lot of past memories that feel very uncomfortable to me have been popping up at this time. Okay. It's funny, I just got the effort card coming out here. Effort and adventure. Huh. Okay. There's definitely some kind of adventure coming in here that's going to encourage you forward, is what I'm sensing from that. Encourage you to, it's going to draw you towards it, right? Perseverance, yeah. There's been a lot of effort in your healing journey, right? A lot of effort that's been put into following your intuition, perseverance in confronting the inner critic. It's taken a lot of effort for you to get to this conclusion, is how they're giving it to me. And the adventure is beginning. That sounds exciting. Okay. Oh, a rainbow. Rainbow energy. For me, rainbows are like, you know, miracles. But yeah, you've had to have a lot of hope that this new start will actually take place, right? Possibility. Possibilities. Gosh, this feels like travel. This feels like rest as well. This feels like rest. Recovery, right? Going back over things, recycling things to use in a brand new way. Let's get some of this energy. What other messages, Spirit? Thank you. Mirrors. Okay. Mirrors. Limiting beliefs. Integrity. Okay. Wow. Do you know what this feels like? It feels like you're now reflecting. Okay. This mirror can often talk about like what's going to take place now is this reflection of this internal state that is shifting. It's shifting into greater integrity, greater truth. There's the balance, right? The yin and the yang coming into great balance. There's another rainbow. Oof. Okay. It feels like there's some kind of miraculous happening here that is going to assist you into further balance. Limiting beliefs. This is like what you're breaking through, right? This is what we're recycling out of. Recycling out of. Breaking out of. Breaking the chains is what I just heard. Okay, okay. Look. Intuition with another rainbow. Oh, and yesterday I was so drawn to eyes. They're back again. Okay. It's like what I really feel is like we're kind of in this space where we just have to connect to the present moment and follow what we feel. That's kind of where we're at, right? Because you might be in a space where it's like, I have no idea where I'm going. Maybe you could sort of mentally project up to a certain point, which might be, I don't know. For me, it was till like the start of October. Beyond that, I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I have no idea where I'm going. You know, so it's like we're having to sit in that kind of energy and trust, right? Anchor into trust, and actually in the sitting and the relaxing and the opening up to anything being possible, we're breaking through the limiting restraints that have been placed upon us. Oh my goodness, I just turned this over and saw 10 of Cups. This is the ultimate fulfillment. Ultimate fulfillment. I'm not going to take it, but 10 of Cups. This is coming into a sense of ultimate fulfillment for us. There's more rainbow energy. Yo, rainbows are totally a sign. Okay, let's see if it wants to pop. Look, there's the limiting beliefs energy. This is the inner critic, okay? And I did just do like a community post talking about this. This is the inner critic that keeps us tied up, that talks to us of a past narrative, a past story, that is trying to keep you safe, but to the point of restriction, where it's like your authentic version feels like it cannot express. And this is what we're having forgiveness for, right? We're having forgiveness for that part of us that's been masking up, that's been overly protective, that's been keeping us, that's been holding us back. It's not easy. Look, 8-8, 8-8. So that is definitely a number of abundance. But yeah, 8 of Swords is definitely pointing to you've had to have hope through dealing with this part of yourself that's been it's been difficult to trust, have faith and follow. We've got the Sun. Oh, this energy is coming out, right? This energy keeps coming out for me. It was even the thumbnail on yesterday's video. So the Sun, look at this energy though. From this to this is ending. This tied up sensation, this imprisonment, this is really entrapment. This is feeling trapped in our heads, in ourselves, in a past version, in a past story. And this is freedom. Freedom of expression, freedom of joy, freedom in pleasure. Yeah. Pleasure, happiness, contentment. So that's the new start. That's so freaking exciting. And you know what I feel? I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, I can't really see it. You know, I can't see it. But I'm going to trust that it's there. And I'm going to trust that it's happening. I'm going to have faith in the universe. I'm going to have faith in this message from the divine. Because sometimes, like, our physical eyes, just like hers, can't see, right? Cannot see. Feels blinded. And it's always to service. So whatever can't be seen right now. Oh. It popped. I said to myself in my head, I was like, not going to take it. If it pops, it pops. And it popped, okay? Or okay. Ooh, I love this energy. I feel like there's going to be like a brand new level of higher frequencies anchoring in from tomorrow. Just see how you feel tomorrow. See how it plays out. Observe it, yeah? Because right now it's not about being the critic. It's about being the observer of how you're showing up. Because that will just step you back from self-judgment, right? But this energy, like freedom, ultimate happiness, a return to our inner child, releasing all bondage. And this is having the physical life, having the physical emotional fulfillment show up in our physical reality, the physical manifestation of ultimate fulfillment. And it's over the possibility. This could be travel for whoever's, you know, aligning with that. But, you know, this is also with the conclusions in reach, full moon and eclipse. And we've just literally had a full moon and eclipse. So, wow, it's all very aligned. There's absolutely some kind of ending that's happening for you that's like just going to feel so freaking good. Like a moment of relief, a moment that's going to bring you greater rest, greater recovery. You're going to be able to move into further recovery, not have to step out of it, right? To, I don't know, go back into the system or, you know, take it if it resonates. Okay. Oh, 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. You know what? 7 of Pentacles can talk about, you know, a harvest that we receive that can feel unsatisfying, but the unsatisfaction that we get from it, we actually pause and we tune into our discernment, which is our ability to take what we externally receive and we assess it, we feel into it with our intuition, right? And then we wait for the feedback. So there is always sort of like this pause energy that can come with the 7 of Pentacles. So what it's feeling like with this energy is almost like there's ultimate fulfillment and redirection. There's going to be a change of direction, a turning point, very relevant to this energy. Dare I say that's what's going to be bringing in greater balance, is the adjustments, because I do often read this card as physical adjustments that we make to our journey, and because it's pentacles, it's everything physical. This could be changes of jobs. It's a change of direction because you're going on the adventure. Sorry, there's like a hair stuck on my lip. One of Serpentina's hair. She's back there. Oh yeah, I think I already pointed her out. Okay. 5 of Wands with the 3 of Wands. 5 of Wands is such an interesting energy because 5 of Wands is like, it can talk about karmic energy because it's got other people on there, but ultimately what they're doing is they're practicing. They're surfacing their authentic self. They're surfacing their passions, their desires with other like-minded people or just in the world. And what happens there, as we're surfacing our authenticity, as we're expressing ourselves more authentically, we experience challenges. And it's over the limiting beliefs, right? We experience those challenges that it honestly feeds into our expansion. So it feels like more of your authentic nature's coming online, okay, out of this very limited space. There may be little challenges with it, right? The energy itself could feel challenging. I'm getting restless energy coming through here. But that's part of the adventure, is what I just heard. And in surfacing our authenticity, I mean, that's the most important thing. It's the most important thing because it's the most magnetic energy you can express. Oh my gosh, with the Tower, the universe is coming in to powerfully meet you here because you're exhibiting such an integrity, such a new level of honesty and truth with yourself, that anything that's not serving will be crumbling to make way for the universe bringing you in new magical experiences, because this is literally the universe noticing you. Because it's a 3, from the 1 and the 2, we have been following a new direction, following our passions, following a desire, without knowing where it's fully going, but we're following our spirit loyally. And by this point, we manifest a deep connection with the universe, because it's like, there's so much strong courage and self-belief and bravery. The universe cannot not notice you. So Tower energy is very, very relevant right now. This is when the universe brings you in resources, brings you in people, brings you in all circumstances that will help you get to where you're desiring to go. Yeah? And it's like this adjustment period is absolutely necessary to reframe the physical to reflect whatever feels very fulfilling to you. Oof, that feels exciting. It does feel like travel, or it at least feels like moving. Literally, as I said, travel. Knight of Swords. Could be just, yeah, moving, right? Because he's like literally moving. But it might not be travel over waters. It still could be. But yeah. This is very quick. This is swift. The universe coming in to meet you quickly, powerfully, strongly. This is not a slow. This doesn't have such a slow pace to it. While you're in this kind of restful processing energy. Look, there's the moon popping in to say hey. So there is definitely like hidden energy here, unexpected energy here, unexpected outcomes. This could be dreams are really like, dreams are bringing in a lot of powerful messages for you. There's going to be an absolute shift in consciousness. And that's another thing that I received from the notes that I was taking on this equinox energy, is there is a total transformation in consciousness right now. I wrote in the notes on the post that I made about the 24th chromosome coming back online, which is responsible for our multidimensional abilities. So there is an absolute up-leveling, upgrading, breakthrough in perspective, in who we are, in how we process, how we strategize our approach to life. This can be new ideas, downloading new ideas from the subconscious in our dreams. Yeah, let's take those. And the Chariot. And the Chariot, this is victory. This is a quick pace again. Yeah, this is like releasing control, trusting in the universe. And because of that, we actually move very quickly because there's this, I just cut to the King of Pentacles, which is an absolute manifester, an ultimate manifester of our physical reality. Okay, let me just get some more energies here. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, this is how I'm reading this energy. I got the Thief card. Oh, I got that hair. This is the Thief card in this way. And this is telling me that right now there's patterns popping up. There's patterns popping up from this past journey that might feel like it's stealing away energy, right? This is us being the observer, and we're sort of observing that we're maybe not like sorry, I was just drawn to his feet. It looks like he's wearing heels. How cute. What a cute thief. I don't know why I just tuned into that, but it feels like, yeah, there's sort of patterns popping up right now that's stealing away our energy, but it's just meant to be that way. There's nothing to force through. Do you know what I mean? It's like, this is part of us being the observer, and sometimes for our expansion, we have to let go of stuff, make a bit of a mess, and then it all comes back into alignment. We've also got this energy here. There's the entrapment. It's this energy. The entrapment, the feeling stuck, the feeling lost, the feeling stuck, like staying put, right? And then in this energy, a gift is brought in, a consolation prize for the journey you've been in, breaking out of this trapped energy. The consolation prize is delivered by angels, by ancestors, by the angelic realm. It's a gift coming in for you to kind of like lift you out of this energy. That's how I'm reading it. And it's over the Sun card, so yeah, we love that. Any other messages from this deck? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, Priest. I love the Priest card. Over the 10 of Cups, that's like your loyal, devoted soul to Spirit. Reunion. This could be someone coming in for you, but this could also be a reunion with a very like holy version of yourself. Soul tribe, right? Soul tribe. Does anything else want to come out? Yeah, there's definitely news coming in here. Definitely news. Definitely messages. Did another one. Definitely news from a secret admirer. A lover coming and expressing their feelings for you. Yeah, communication coming in. There is more love coming in at this Libra season. Yeah. I just want to check this Thief card, Spirit. Give me a little bit more info on this Thief card. Oh. Okay. This energy. Okay. Something to do with the throat chakra, but it's this thief energy is like this belief in yourself that you fear the unknown, okay? This belief that you need to overwork. Right? This also says you're letting go of a past process to fulfill a final vision. Like, is that not just so accurate? It's so accurate with all the notes I've been like taking on this time, which is just wonderful to see. So it's like the thief right now is overworking, and we've had a belief that we've had to, that we've had to keep going, that we have to overwork, that we have to, rely solely on our own action to make anything happen. While action is very important, aligned action it has the whole power of the universe behind it. Right? Yeah, the thief is the belief in lack, right? Building. Yeah. The belief in lack. That's why the possibilities card's here. It's overcoming internal conflict. You're being led, literally. You're being led through something. You don't have to worry here. And I hope this message helps. I hope it helps you to not feel like you need to worry, because these energies, like in everything that's happening on the world stage, I get it, right? You're going to be making moves, dynamic, quick action, right? But it's going to feel aligned. That's the only time to take action, when you feel it, not when you feel like you are forced to it, right? It's such a different way of being. It's such a different way of showing up. And it does take so much overriding. It's what I've been like working through in my own dynamic. I am a Capricorn sun, and I used to be such a workaholic. I used to work so hard I'd barely sleep sometimes, and I don't know how I did it. So for me, coming from that state of being into pure relaxation, I've come up to this inner voice, just like, oh, it's been extravagant. And a lot of the time it feels like guilt. A lot of the time it feels like sitting and being lazy, when in actual fact the rest is necessary. Yeah. So don't feel bad if you're in the same kind of space as that. It's not easy to undo this programming. I love this. It says waiting to see which seeds are sprouting. Literally, right? This is the waiting energy. This is the pausing, right? Because you've already been seeding a lot of like new intentions into your reality, new beliefs, and you're just in this kind of pause while we break through these beliefs, while we open up to a new start, while we open up and allow the universe to bring us what is fulfilling. Oh, I love that so much. I love that so much. Okay, I'm just going to get a few of these before I close out the reading. Let's see. Any last messages for us, Spirit, for this equinox? Okay, third eye is coming through. It's so funny, actually. Like, I've been touching this area a bit when I was like laying in bed today. Just like, I don't know why. Obviously, there's some kind of clearing out that's happening here. Yeah, we're clearing out. Ooh. This could be memories, beliefs of manipulation that we've experienced in our past. Ooh, this just jumped out at me. You're being watched. Being overwatched by higher divine realms. Could be old people though, as well. Maybe they feel you up leveling. People you've been connected to or have deep ties to. You're an enchanting unicorn. Isn't that so cute? You're an enchanting unicorn. You're magical. You're a walking mystery. You're a walking mystery. People can't work you out. Maybe that's why they're watching. What have we got here? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh, okay. We've got family members. We've got boundaries violated. So these family members have violated boundaries. They have peasant energy because they are too afraid or don't know how, or just are not meant to live an experience where they have their sovereignty resurface. It's a valid experience for some of us. Not everyone is going to wake up, and that we just have to honor that. They will wake up in lifetimes to come, but it's still, you know, it's not the easiest thing to experience when we have to leave them behind. Oh, this says surrounded by your ancestors now so you can rest. Oh, this is like releasing the load, releasing the burdens, surrendering to spirit. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. Sometimes we need that permission to rest. Believe it or not, they're not worth your energy. Just adding that in there. Oh. I love these cards, okay? It says the mind can only take you so far. Your soul is your guide now. It's a system reboot. Yeah, so don't worry if your mind is kind of kicking up a lot, judging you a lot, stressing a lot. Like, I've really got to this point where I'm just like kind of a little bit more comfortable in sitting with it and not letting it turn into anxiety, and just really observing it as the mind purely just not knowing the steps. It's like a little kid, right? We just need to like love it back into comfort, honestly, because it wants certainty, and sometimes we go through things where it's not certain. Yeah, releasing stored emotion from the body. That's massive right now. That is massive. If you're feeling any pain in your body, your horizons are expanding into greater fulfillment. This is all wonderful. Did I not say before, chain breaker of chains? Yeah, we're doing well, okay? We're doing well. Even if it doesn't look like it, things are doing it for the right reasons. It's all good, okay? I'm going to leave the message there. This was interesting. Different to my message yesterday. But thank you so much for tuning in. I'm right there with you in processing whatever the hell's going on right now. I don't know. But I'm sending you so much love and so much abundance and protection. Yeah. Sending you love. Bye-bye.